Hello, my friends, and welcome to another fucking episode of Aggressive Pogo here in the Great League featuring Shadow Venusaur, this fucking savage, sour OG. I can't remember what I nicknamed him. It might be like Kush OG or some shit like that, but I was running a triple Shadow team inadvertently. Didn't even realize that I was doing that, but I had Venusaur, and I was worried that the Flyers were going to take over this team, and Gliscor doesn't hit the Flyers too well, and so I wanted to have Gliscor to chip away, also to be able to take out those steals with the earth typing and be able to take rock slides, no fucking problem. Also, there's just a lot of drill runners out there these days, like Seal or Dugong, Dugong and Sand Slash users. So I needed some coverage with Credilli as well, which has Grass Knot and the Rock Slide. And this team overall did really fucking amazing. I believe I won 10 straight. I can't really remember too much because I recorded like 20 videos at the same time, but everything went really well with this team. I recommend if you're going to run this team that you put Venusaur in the front, because if you're going to have double grass, it'll be an ABA team rather than having Gliscor in the front, and it's an ABB team, so I prefer ABA. If you guys are going to try this out, please do the Venusaur. Anyway, I hope you guys are having an amazing day, wherever the fuck you are, day or night. I love you very much. I appreciate all of your support. You guys have been incredible. We're almost at 400 subscribers, and I could not be happier. We got new custom Aggressive Pogo shirts for $40. If you are interested in that, add me on Instagram at Aggressive Pogo, and I also have Twitter and whatnot. So anyway, let's get into the fucking battles. Medichamp's coming in, and I really don't want to get hit with an Ice Punch. Another thing that pissed me off today, which you probably will see in this video, I'm not sure, but I don't know if I included it in this video, but when I did finally take a loss, it was because Lantern threw a Surf at me, and I had Gliscor out, and Gliscor couldn't take a fucking Surf. Like, he hit me for I had 80% health, and it one-shot me. It was the dumbest shit I've ever fucking seen. Gliscor can't take a fucking hit, which kind of pisses me the fuck off. Venusaur into this Bastiodon, and I'm getting to the third Frenzy Plant, and I'm able to take this Bastiodon down because I outpaced the fuck out of it, and the Frenzy Plants are hitting so hard because Venusaur's Shadow. So that's a fucking GG. Gliscor into Galarian Stunfisk, and now we can tank 2 Rock Slides, which I think I end up doing here. And I build up to the Earthquake, and I go straight for it. Does my opponent respect it? Boom! He fucking doesn't. Get the fuck off my screen. Medichamp's coming in. My opponent is core broken by Gliscor. He quits, and that's a G fucking G. Let's fucking go. Gliscor into Hitmonchan. I can't see it because Gliscor's wing is in the way. But into a fucking Hitmonchan. And so I should be able to throw this Night Slash and shield farm all the way down, shielding the Ice Punch correctly, which is beautiful, farming him down, and a Raichu is coming in. What the fuck? In the words of Rise, ladies and gentlemen, there is a Raichu on my screen. Night Slash coming through, second one. My opponent respects the second one, using his last shield. And I thought that if I shield here, I would be able to get the Night Slash off, but my opponent was at the back-to-back, and unfortunately I make a bad fucking decision. However, there's nothing this Raichu can do against my Venusaur, and so I was even thinking of getting the full farm down. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to, but I'm farming up, not even throwing a move. Raichu's able to get to another move, but I don't think it'll be enough. My opponent looks like he quit, and that is a G fucking G. Taking that W beautifully. Like I said, guys, ABA style, Venusaur in the front, way better. I recommend it. Even though you're seeing you could even run Credilli in the front because of the grass and rock typing would probably be better than Venusaur. But you don't see a lot of flyers in the lead, so I don't know. I think Venusaur is just fine as well. Gliscor going for the Earthquake up against the Medicham, and these motherfuckers are not shielding. I'm not going to bait. I'm just not. The only person who called the bait correctly was the fucking Raichu, and that's it. Dunsparce coming in. I'm building up to a move and getting out of here, and my opponent makes a huge mistake here. He goes for Rock Slides. These Rock Slides are non-stab as well, so I'm able to survive it very well. Over farming like crazy. Almost at the back-to-back. I'm at 1.5. Going for a Sludge Bomb. I should have been going for a Frenzy Plant, or actually I hit the fucking Pidgeot with the Sludge Bomb. That's perfect. and he doesn't shield. And now he's going to get to a move, and this will take me out. Credilli already bagged a move, and I should be able to get to a second one before a Rock Slide or a Drill Run takes me out. And I think my opponent notices here. He lets it go, and that's a G, realizing I was going to get to the back-to-back before he did. Gliscor into Lantern. This is always a weird one. Counting to 5, switching out, catching the surf on the fucking Credilli like a savage. Learn how to count, ladies and gentlemen. A Credilli farming up. My opponent swaps out. I'm throwing the Grass Knot regardless. And it hits the Galarian Stunfisk for like 40% health, which is beautiful. Going for another Grass Knot before my opponent throws a fucking move. Very stupid on his part. He definitely should have thrown a move. Especially if you're getting to it before I throw my second. You should be counting, ladies and gentlemen. This is very important in this game. Grass Knot, third one coming through. Does my opponent double shield? And he does. And now I have the Gliscor. And I can tank one of these Rock Slides. As I said earlier, I'm probably just going to shield the second one, go for the Night Slash, and attempt to farm down. I'm not sure if this is going to be enough. And the wing attacks are not going to do enough as well. And I'm unable to farm down. I don't want to use another shield here, so I'm just going to opt to farm. My opponent brings out a Noctowl, and check this out, ladies and gentlemen. My opponent has no shields, and I knew that if I threw these 2 Night Slashes, I would get him to 50% health. That way, I can shield Sludge Bomb this Noctowl out of the fucking sky. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, a fucking Grass type taking out a bird, getting to the Sludge Bomb after shielding the Sky attack. Sludge Bomb should be enough, and now we farm down the Galarian Stunfisk. And my opponent has the Lantern in the back, giving us more energy. This Frenzy Plant will be more than enough to take out 2 Lanterns, and that's a G fucking G. Venusaur, triple fucking kill, taking out a Noctowl with a Sludge Bomb. Are you fucking kidding me? Now that Trevenant is gone, Venusaur is a fucking problem. I can't stress this enough. You guys need a Shadow Venusaur. This thing hits so fucking hard, especially if you pair it with the right team. Gliscor up into a Pidgeot, and you always hate these matchups. Pidgeots are so fucking annoying to face up against unless you are in with a Bastionon or Galarian Stunfisk. These things can be really fucking annoying. My opponent going for Feather Dances straight up, and I'm letting all of them through. I am debuffed, so these Grass Knots won't do as much as they usually do, but they are still very oppressive, doing a decent amount. Opponent getting to a Rock Slide, and if you are in the opponent's position, you go up to the Earthquake. You don't throw the Rock Slide against the Credilli. I'm half Grass typing, and it's very fucking stupid to do that. So if you guys are on the other side, as a G-Fist, throw the Earthquake, don't throw the Rock Slide. Or at least bait, at least build up to the Earthquake, so it makes me think you're going to throw it. But if you just build up to the Rock Slide, I'm going to no-shield it, no fucking problem. Catching the Rock Slide on the Gliscor, what a fucking legend. Oh my god. I made some really good moves here. And the Pidgeot's coming out, and I'm able to farm all the way down, and I didn't see what came in. I think it's a Trevenant. Speaking of the devil, Trevenant coming out, throwing a Frenzy Plant bait, hoping my opponent shields, and we get the last shield. My opponent's at a move. It's probably just a Seed Bomb, shielding anyway, and I really was praying that this Sludge Bomb would be enough from a Shadow Venusaur, but of course it is, and that's a G fucking G. Venusaur is a fucking problem. I'm telling you, like, this whole team is good, don't get me wrong, but Venusaur just proved to be an absolute monster. Gliscor going for the Night Slash up against a Komodo, getting the boost too. My opponent's going to throw a Dragon Claw, and I'm building up to the second Night Slash. Going to throw over-farmed by 1 wing attack. My opponent's double shielding, and I'm thinking I already boosted, double boosted, so I'm going to shield farm all the way down, and I'm able to do that. And now, what came in? I didn't see. Going for the Earthquake. My opponent has no shields, and that one-shots the Kabutops. Get the fuck off my screen. What does my opponent have in the back? It seems like he quit already. He did, and that's a G fucking G. Just going to go for this Earthquake to close out the Marowak, and that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I believe there is one more match left. This should be the last one. Guys, if you are enjoying this content at any fucking moment, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. It really helps me out. And let's get back into this. Gliscor into a Lantern. You hate to fucking see it. Going straight for the Earthquake. It's Togedemaru. I said Lantern. I'm Togedemaru. I'm so sorry about that, guys. My phone screen is very tiny when I'm recording these voiceovers. Going for the Night Slash up against the Togedemaru after he debuffed himself. And now I bring in the Venusaur to absorb the second Wild Charge and farm this bitch down. But he brings in a Charizard. Getting to the Sludge Bomb, Charizard has to use a shield here or this will do a shit ton of damage. Charizard in Great League cannot take a hit. My opponent has no shields left. And this Rock Slide is going to absolutely one-shot him very easily. Over farming by a little. Getting to the Rock Slide. Goodbye Charizard. Get the fuck off my screen. What's coming in? The Togedemaru's coming back in. I can shield here. I should be able to farm all the way down with the Seed Bombs. Or whatever the fast move is. I can't remember. Bullet Seed. There you go. That's what it is. Into a Dragonite. Oh yeah, this is a very interesting one right here as well. Going for the Night Slash. Dragonites in the Great League cannot take a fucking hit. And so I'm just going to go straight for the move. Bringing in a Venusaur into a Dragonite. And I know you guys think I'm crazy, but I'm running an ABB style team. And so if this grass fails, my next grass type Credilli, I can't fucking speak English, will come in and close out. And now, yes, my opponent took out my Venusaur, but now he's down a shield. I'm going to be able to farm this Dragonite all the way down without throwing a move. And I have a shit ton of energy to go into this next matchup. And what's in the back? My opponent has a Galarian Stunfisk. I'm going for the Earthquake. Does he fucking respect it? No, he does not. And that's a G fucking G to that opponent. What does he have in the back? A Clefable. And I should be able to get to 2 Rock Slides here. Or actually, the Meteor Mash is going to be enough to take me out. Getting to the second Rock Slide before my opponent throws, though. And he has a shield. And he's going to take me out with this Meteor Mash. He probably has the back-to-back. And I want him to get rid of all his energy before I bring the Gliscor back out. Oh, I remember this matchup. And I have the Night Slash, but I overfarm and I don't throw it. My opponent fucking wins this match because I didn't click the Night Slash. That's a G fucking G. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Hit that like button, and I'll see you in the next one.